My name is Harry, and I'm from London.
Meghan Markle here. Alright, next tweet. This tweet just made me realize this might be the reason I spelled that wrong, and I think I corrected somewhere. Alright, this tweet just made me realize this might be the reason William keeps saying Harry will be drinking and smoking, etc. every chance he gets when being interviewed. So I retweeted that. I bookmarked my tweet and I came across this tweet and made me retweeted it out. Okay, let's see. Margaret was extremely unhappy and an alcoholic, unable to marry the man she loved, so she may have been loyal, but she clearly hated being the spare. No one should feel they have to live an unhappy life. Lorraine. Okay, there's some comments under mine, and then I'll go into that. Okay, if you haven't seen Sussex Henry VIII YouTube video on hair versus spare, she did one about a year ago and a second one a week or so ago. Go watch it. Oh, I responded to that. Okay, I need to catch up on many of the squad's channel. I've been so busy with my channel, LOL, and other things. By the time I'm done, I'm knocked out wherever I'm sitting, LOL. It's true. It's true. The other day I was listening to on my phone. I was on the couch just finish whatever I was doing, and I decided to listen to Baron's channel, and I think I was commenting on the comment section as well. Next thing you know, I was dozing off and I was like, let me get off, I'm sleeping. All right, that was exactly the future they wanted for Harry and are envisioning for poor Louis. Pedophile Andy escaped because he has Edward and Anne to take up some of the slack, plus he's 12 years younger and sly. He knows where corrupt Chuck buried the bodies. All right, let's go into this. What this person was talking about. Okay, so she tweeted that. Okay, I read that already. I'm sorry, a very cruel post. It's not cool, it's the truth. Okay, it's a well-known fact. Yeah. Okay, and you know this how? Please don't say Netflix The Crown. I don't watch The Crown. It's practically fiction. Let's see here. Okay, few spot on. The Crown is more fiction than fact. I mean, whatever. People knows that. They know that this is, what is it even, Harry sort of brought it up on the spare because he wished he could have known more about, what is it, what's her name? Is it not Princess Anne, the Queen's sister? Right, Margaret, that's it. Okay, what was done to Princess Margaret was despicable. The first 6 in line to the throne have to get monarch's permission to marry. Does this mean Archie Mountbatten Windsor will need permission as he's 6th in line, one of 2 only mixed race grandchildren of king? All right, but let's just hope by the time he's ready, the others already have kids, because I don't think Harry and will make them, you know, be craving for whatever. But anyway, exactly, it's well documented by all those around Margaret that she was deeply unhappy and turned to alcohol because she wasn't allowed to marry the man she loved and was in an abusive relationship with her husband. What is it Harry was saying? The husband that she was in will leave notes saying how much he hates her and all of that. I mean, who wants to be in a relationship like that? Jeez. Okay, one, Margaret did not have any time to give her the confidence that she could make it outside the family. Also, there might have been threat live from the palace. They will end Townsend's career, effectively impoverishing them. They tried to do it to Harry and Meghan. Thank God for others. Okay, to support and the fact that these two can actually work and have something else going for them. Spare Prince Harry. Okay, she also wasn't willingly loyal. She fell great to the same psychological, financial, and power control that Harry sacrificed his comfort and reputation to escape. Very well put. Yeah, because I think lack of skills. If she leave the royal family, she doesn't have the skills to make it out there. So that's why she had to stay, because that way the institution could take care of her. Okay, Margaret couldn't afford to be financially cut off, having no means to support her lifestyle, so he had to toe the line and did so at the expense of her happiness and mental well-being. Why do they gloss over that? Okay. That's the life they were hoping for Harry. Yep, yes, that is partly true. She wasn't the spare until she was older. Her father was the spare, as in their childhood her uncle was heir to the throne. Okay, history repeating itself. William didn't want Harry to marry the woman he loved. Good Harry, he didn't listen. Yeah, and this is why I retweeted this and said, this is why he keep on saying Harry will be drinking and smoking somewhere. 2 interviews where William have said that.
What would you want to do?
I think I don't know. It's a really tricky question. It goes through my head lots. I'd like to fly helicopters, definitely.
How about you, Harry?
He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer. He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer. He'd probably sit in and play computer games and drink beer.
Yeah, for a concert it'll be easy, and it's actually been a lot tougher than you imagine.
Yeah. We couldn't have done it with everybody else's help.
Yeah.
Everyone coming together, all the little cogs and pieces put together to turn out to get this, and it's just amazing.
I mean, to be fair, we know nothing about concerts. So,
You do now.
Everyone else has done all the hard work. We just came up with the idea. So.
Has there been any kind of diva demands or sort of pop stars you've had to deal with that have been quite tricky?
Couldn't possibly be so indiscreet.
The Spice Girls were quite keen to.
He's been the hardest. He's, some cigarettes somewhere and a beer. That's about it, really. Some cigarettes somewhere and a beer. That's about it. Some cigarettes somewhere and a beer. That's about it. But apart from that, it's been pretty easy.
So this is the mindset he had in his mind, the idea he had for Harry. So when Harry left and he can't cope with it, Harry was like, nope, I'm not gonna be a smoker and a drinker and do this kind of thing, even though Harry was doing it, but Harry was trying to get out of it. And then again, when you listen to some of the things Harry have said in the past, where they could be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
We all know the issues that are out there, with the climate and the environmental issues, and I don't want to say it's refreshing, but it is nice to know that kids that young have an appreciation and understanding greater than some of the people who have been on this planet for 60, 70 years. I think I've been a pessimist many times because of the work that we end up doing. You can be surrounded by negativity sometimes. Because of the work that we end up doing, you can be surrounded by negativity sometimes.
Others and the younger generation to be able to see the world in the correct sense, rather than perhaps having a distorted view.
It was always presumed, this is my take on it, which may be very wrong, but I think the presumption was always the longer you spend on this planet, the more experience and the more knowledge that you have. Fine, I think we all agree that the longer you're around for, the more experience you have.
So it prevents them from moving forward because everyone around them was spewing negativity. Okay, so it prevents them from moving forward. But Harry was fighting those people to do good things. All right, next tweet. All right, Spare is excellent. As a memoir reader, writer, and teacher, I recommend it highly. Passion, honest reflection, beautiful and soulful writing about loss, love, and the veteran's life, and a societal issue, misinformation, and the corruption of journalism that should concern us all. Okay, this person, I don't follow her. Maybe a squad retweeted it. Oh, I am following. Gardner, award-winning journalist and author of Good Home. Okay, So some squaddies retweeted. Maybe after I saw that, I follow her. Okay, but let's continue with her thread. One writer claimed that part 3, when Harry meets Meghan, is less well written than earlier section. Nonsense. The writing and pace perfectly expressed the urgency Harry felt to seize a great love, protect it, and not let it be taken away. Remember how I said when Harry saw Meghan and he quickly got married? This is almost the same thing. I truly believe this is what Harry did. Once he realized this is the woman that I love, he quickly put a ring on it and popped those babies. All right, then to find security after the family fled the UK. Okay, much has been already said about the author's relationship with his family, so I will say a little about that or the monarchy here, except this. That's a whole case study. Okay, have a look at the telling detail in this book. Harry is blessed with a gift for expressing emotion and remarkable memory of visual detail. Yeah, I'm not a good writer myself, but when he's expressing a scene, you could visually see what he saw and the detail of the room and things like that. So very descriptive. So I agree with that. Expressing emotion and a remarkable memory of visual detail both help bring the reader into his world and provide some of the story's depth, texture, and rich experience. Prince Harry's narration of Spare is perfection, passionate and vulnerable and snarky and funny and always fully human. Okay, haven't heard it yet, but my partner said much the same. Okay, exactly, there's that. All right, so I came across it, I thought that was nice and share it with you. Next tweet, there's no other comment. The only comment is heart and a clap. Next tweet. Okay, there's Joe Diva. The thing that gets me is that Harry's father and brother claim to not understand why he left, even after he told them numerous times. Then they had the nerves to call him deluded. What a messed up family. When there's me responding to that. They know, they just don't want to admit it. The other thing is that I think, okay, as harsh this might sound to some, Harry possessed that same quality as well, because in the book Spare, he was expressing when his mother died how William will try to bring those stories, okay, things about the mother's death and stuff like that, and he said he tried to block it. Each time William bring it up, he changed the subject. Okay, this is the same thing. They all possesses it. So this is why I said they know, they just don't want to admit it. Okay, so Harry possessed that as well, because he said it in the book, and specifically when he was talking about his mother. Okay, he wasn't ready, okay, to talk about the mother's death. So when William was bringing up to him to talk about the death of the mother, he quickly changed it. He literally said that. He changed the subject. Okay, let's see here. They can deny all sense of responsibility if they claim they don't know. Okay, if they claim they don't know. Gaslighting, making you question reality, convincing you that a problem isn't a problem. Reverse victim offender, lying even when there is proof, projects their own behavior on you, telling you you're imagining things. Okay, I think when Charlie said, quote, whatever love means, and quote, that he really doesn't know. He knows what love means. He just wasn't really in love with Princess Diana. And we see from that time to now, okay, what it means by that. Look how they distance themselves. He didn't even want the kids to talk about the mother. When I'm talking in terms of the Spare, the book, when they even sent letters to parents to not talk about it, and people will not come and to not approach Harry about it, all of that. Okay, now I'm a little bit confused if it was from tweet or from Spare. But whatever, but we could see, okay, from the time he proposed with that interview till now, and what happened to Princess Diana. All right, gaslighting, that's a different, okay, what Charles and his family did to Diana. Yep, classic abuser behavior, claim not to understand, sure. All right, gaslight. All right, let's go to the next one. Okay, there's a possibility I might turn this into 2 videos, part 1 and part 2, because I still have some more tweets to share. All right. So when the UK press was sending reporters to Montecito to find out how many copies of Spare by Prince Harry they had sold, they failed to mention that 30 books sold were all the copies that were in stock. The bookshop owner had to order more copies to meet demand. Okay, do you get that? So they only picked this part. They sold only 30 copies because that was what was left. So in other words, all the others were already sold. Oh my God, these people are something. Doesn't fit their narrative. OMG, the British media insists on making fools of themselves. Funny how they will report that but fail to connect the press release where they say Montecito was under evacuation day before the book release. Here's UK press. There's that. Harry and Meghan's hometown, Montecito, evacuate. A deadly mudslide in Montecito killed 25 people 5 years ago. Okay, so that's different. There's that. Connecting all that, Lil, is not a good idea to study journalism in England. I think there is. It's just that this group of royal voter decided to go take it another notch because they are covered by some sort of a protection. They cannot be, well, there's Meghan who sued them, but whatever. Not to mention, it's not the only bookstore in Montecito, so obviously people had other options. Let's not forget online. Audios and different formats of the book can be purchased different places. Okay, and do they not know about online purchases and Audible downloads? Heifers. Okay, right, I've never been to a bookstore and saw like 30 copies of the same books. You're lucky if you see like 10 of them, same books total, unless it's already a bestseller or #1 movie adaptation of the book in the store. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's more comment. Let's move on. Okay, my goodness, I have more. All right, a notebook, a simple basic notebook, a 762 word article about a simple basic notebook. It just dawned on me that after the Boston trip, the palace can truthfully state that, quote, Kate went to Harvard, end quote, and that's the laugh. I choose to believe that this was the sole purpose of the whole visit. Kate Middleton brings a special accessory to early years meeting, which she debuted at Harvard. Oh my God, her teaching people at Harvard. Okay, debut at Harvard. The Princess of Wales kept the classroom essential close during her meeting at Windsor Castle. The quote, "I'm going to work" meeting just like regular people. There's that prop. There's this. She went to Harvard. So did the whole cast of the suit except Mike. There's that. Okay, that's a commercial. A notebook that she debuted at Harvard. Clown. Okay, they should be ashamed. Is a notebook a classroom essential if the pages remain blank? At some point, you just need to call it what it is, a prop. There's the laugh here. Okay, let's see. Okay, I don't want to share this. Okay. There is always a need to sell the innocent persona and imagery, but the product is always mediocre. Reporters reach out to the Princess of Wales notebook for a comment, but it had nothing to say. Blank. Okay, so wait. She debuted a notebook at Harvard and she is reusing it. I have a lot of thoughts, but the first one is, did she buy plenty or is the same one even if the Boston tour was like 2 months ago? So that means she doesn't write a lot. So again, a lot of thoughts. Okay, after this, that's it. Anyone can walk around Harvard Yard and other Harvard campuses. She's no better than someone who went sightseeing at Harvard. It's hard to keep in. Kate and Ellie Woods. What is it? I guess I could say I went to Harvard as well. When I was in college, my professor, my architecture professor, we took a trip to Harvard. We went to a lot of different places. We walk in Harvard. There's some architecture things he wanted to share with us. So yeah, like this comment said, anybody could walk there. Next tweet, laughing my ass off. Oh, I bookmarked my comment, laughing my ass off, but it's a Parody Williams thing here. Okay, and here are the lists of what Meghan wears, eats, and drink. Just copy MM. What is it? People were asking, where's Meghan? Where's Meghan? So they make this. This look like a Photoshop of something. No, that's probably it. What? Her head, okay, looks kind of weird, but whatever. I guess because the way she's tilted her hair, her head, and this side of the hair is not following through, this should have been over her face in terms of motion. The angle of it, it should not be staying straight like that. You know what that remind me with Ben Stiller. What's that movie where the what is it, the thing within his hair? I don't want to say it. If you seen something about Mary, I think that was the movie. That's what that just remind me. Alright, she didn't even take her coat off. She was like, yeah, I'm gonna pack 3, 4, 5 bags and head back to my side of the palace and wash the stench of pull off me. Okay, what's up with her hair? That's what I'm saying. What's up with her hair? It looks weird. Okay, in terms of gravity, this side of the hair should have been over her face because she's tilting her head that way. But whatever. Okay, let's read some more. Whatever's there, that's it. How is she younger than Megan and looks like that? I haven't seen any wrinkle on Megan's face. Okay, is she holding this little can of something? Is it milk upside down? Probably never held one. And the 10 years she's been married to a prince. Megan said cooking breakfast for her family is very important to her. She whipped up their organic waffle mix and baked cakes. Okay, green juice, yoga, loving husband, comma. Okay, whatever's there. Let's go to the next one. When I see things like that, I don't even want to talk about these. All right, next tweet. This is Henry VIII. William swearing on their dead mother that he just wanted Harry to be happy when Kensington Palace was the source of endless leaks against both Harry and Meghan was breathtaking. All right, so she retweeted that. Okay, how many comments on it? There's a lot, but I'm gonna read some. All right, what did she retweet? I had to pause after reading some of those moments. Darling boy, Harold and Willie insisting he loved Harry and using their code words while abusing him were some of the worst. Okay, so that's something from Spare. Okay, saying all that knowing he had Knuff helping the mail. Yeah, Prince of gaslighting. Yeah, I mean, I think this is the thing Harry will never forgive William for. Okay, to know he was behind all of this, and I think there are times Harry was talking to him out of confidentiality as a brother, and then for him to use those whatever it is that Harry probably was telling him and use it against him. This is, I don't think there's any reconciliation on that. Okay, the moment he swore on his dead mother's life is the moment William should have known Harry will know he was lying. The mother will have to be alive for that magic to work. Okay, my darling boy made absolutely nothing. In my opinion, it was very patronizing to call Harry that when he and his coward and Camilla were using him for from the age of 14 as their scapegoat. Yeah, I mean, no word to say about that. It stopped me cold as it was meant to, not because he used it, but because it didn't work. I simply didn't believe him, didn't fully trust him. That above all else made me know William is irredeemable. To use that which was sacred between you both to break your younger brothers, nah, that's no longer family. That's fully a henchman to the firm. Like I said, they train him to be that. William have no feeling. Wonder if he'll ever figure out this isn't love. I don't know. When is this thing gonna get into his skull? Okay, William meant that he needed Harry's misery to be happy. That's just too bad. That's not gonna happen. Maybe that was on one of my video, and I said the minute. Oh, I think it was when he went to call his mother paranoid or something like that. That press conference he did, and I said I think his mother turned his back on him. So maybe it was even before that when he swore on his mother. I don't know, make his mom turn on her grave. To me, William was really saying, quote, I just want you to be what I want you to be. Of course. Yeah, look, how like I was saying, I don't know if this video is gonna be split into part 1 and part 2, but in this recording I was saying where William, every chance that he get, he keep on saying Harry will be drinking and smoking somewhere. So which means this is the idea or the ideal of Harry he wanted for Harry. That way he could look good. But Harry was like, no, that's not gonna happen. Okay, which will make me happy. William never cared about Harry. His exhibit behavior since he was old enough to understand that he was numero uno and Harry was a distant second shows that, yeah, that's definitely that. The veil lifted when he met up with Will and Chuck after Philip's funeral. They managed to bring up the press, but neither asked about Meghan. His father told him suing the press was a suicide mission. They hate the fact he stepped out of line and no longer under their control. They should. The thing is that they never had pushback. This is the thing. They get their way no matter which way it is. They get their way. So Harry said, no, you're not gonna do that to me. And I don't know. I just hope God make these people who's inflicting, who enjoy seeing pain on others, to feel it themselves. Okay, it's just enough. Enough is enough. Okay. After this, that's it. Okay, did I finish with that? The veil lifted when he met up with, yeah, I read that. Okay, and it backfired, and William and Charles stopped because they realized they gone too far in that moment. Okay, William, keep Diana's name out of your mouth. Okay, how dare you invoke her name to continue gaslighting Harry? Princess Diana's doing her thing. All right, she knows when and how and where to do her magic. I'm leaving it up to her. All right, next tweet. All right, Prince William finally met Earthshot finalists for the first time in Windsor. So he finally met them. When was that? This posted 27th, so that was yesterday. Okay. He's becoming as bad as Kate with the fake over-the-top PR pics, or it could be at Kaiser CB being gifted pictures, the most hilarious pics of the condescending duo. Okay, every photo of Peg at this summit was awful. Oh my god, that comb over. The comb over is holding on for dear life in all this wispy glory. But don't they have hair implant? They should do just hair implant and get it done and live up to it. Okay, whatever's there, that's it. So all this time, Willie Leaks could have had the Earthshot participants at the actual award ceremony and enjoy their moments and glory, instead of flying over in private jets a few A-list celebs to make it look glamorous and popular, and still had no PR value. Okay, if I am passing by, I will be visiting all of your project. I have made a note to my team. Okay, I'm sure he'll be passing by. Yep, and a bit of a wave, and maybe if you're blessed, a wee smile. The only reason this retreat happened at all was blowback for not honoring them in Boston. Okay, there's that. It said that the winners of this award finally got flown to meet him as an afterthought. When I compare it to the Invictus game that Harry goes to every year and mingles with the participant for the entire of the game. Yeah, yep. Especially the Netherlands one, where I actually really covered it on. I remember I went on spring break with my kids, and every night I come back and I'm bookmarking things to share with you. If I don't put it on a video, either on a community board or some shape or form, I put some stuff to keep people informed. Okay, it said that the winners of this award finally got flown to meet him as an afterthought. Then I compare. Okay, I just read that. Okay, are we sure, Willie? Are you sure this is them? Can you recognize their face? Or we need a third party for the class of 2022. Okay, he thought having the winners travel to Boston will increase carbon footprint, and then he brought them to Windsor. Make it make sense. All right, let's go to the next tweet. I'm almost done. I have 3 more, and I think the last one is a prayer from the squad. Okay, Lord, so like a whiplash, the UK polls have changed again. Is their 2 favorite boring is not enough for them? They now want the most interesting spare. There too. Okay, public want Harry to be at the coronation. There was another thing I was seeing. I don't think I bookmarked it. They didn't want Harry to show up. Okay, there's me commenting on it. Gotta cash in on both sides. That's pretty much it. They're saying don't come, and the other one is saying come. So you gotta cash in on both sides. Okay, it appears King Charles III has read spare. He desperately needs Harry and Meghan's star power for his ridiculous party. He's desperate. I don't know. I'll be surprised if I see Harry at the coronation, because this is their kid's birthday. I don't know if they seeing from the Jubilee what happened, it was around Little Bet's first birthday, and they showed up anyway. So I don't know, maybe he's using that same blueprint. I don't know. I hope President Biden invite Harry and Meghan to do something in public. I don't know. And notice how it says Harry only. Their racist asses still disrespecting his wife and kids. Okay, they can kick dust. It's King Archie's birthday. I don't know. We shall see. Because sometimes Harry be surprising me. I didn't even, during Prince Philip's funeral, I was scared for him. I didn't even want him to go, but he went anyways. So we shall see. Why? I'm sure he will be there. Why not? It's only for a ceremony and reception. They can do their own things like visit friends. It was all okay for the Jubilee. That's what I'm saying too. You just never know. Okay, reading UK news, it's like going to a choose your own adventure book. Did they include Meghan and Zispo? They just want them there so they can bully them. That's another thing. They're gonna pick up like nothing happened. Okay, I hope they don't go. That will just give them, the trashy British rags, more gossip. All right, let's go to the next tweet. There's more comment, but I'm moving on. This one about Diana. All right, this one I saw. I don't know, but I bookmarked my comment and I retweeted it. I was like, what did I miss? So someone tweeted this: reopen Princess Diana's case. So I'm like, what did happen? Did someone come up with something? So let's read some of this. Okay, if you watch the documentary, 2 or 3 judges stepped down and said they couldn't continue, and I wonder why. There was a power that was not allowing them to do the investigation into Diana's death properly. Wow. No wonder they're going to, what was it? I think they're gonna make their first trip, Charles and Camilla, to France as their first overseas trip. So I don't know. Now the British police will not charge the politician in the UK who needs independent private investigation. All right, something else. I'm not sure the truth will come out because of the corruption and cover-ups from top to bottom. Yeah, every corners that you can imagine is already, they have their peoples there. All right, yep. And this is, I think, what they were trying to turn America into, but we need to be careful. Yep, it is so clear that accident was very convenient. I agree. This royal family is corrupt to the core. That part. All right, so I don't know if something was said, but when I saw that, I was like, what's going on? I thought reading the comments will say something, but I don't know. Okay, Chuckles the clown. A frumpy dumpy knows the real truth and will never let it see the light of day. You never know. The truth will come out eventually. If there is one decent person who's afraid for it to come out, guess what? They will write it somewhere and put it when they're gone for it to come out, or give it to someone who knows they could trust. Next tweet. And this is my last tweet before the prayer. Okay, quote, heart attack beautiful, end quote, Prince Harry. All right, 31st May 2016. Instagram dinner held at Mars Discovery District. Oh, look at this picture. I posted on my community board where I was talking about Jessica Mulroney. This picture look beautiful. Look at her. Let's see that one. Okay, that's the same one. Yep, there's Jessica and Meghan. Prop to all the ladies. Some we will never know, but shout out to Jessica. Okay, and there's that. Look at Meghan here. My goodness, every picture you see of Meghan, she's look beautiful, even though she's blacking some of her face, part of her face. Okay, laughing my ass off. Heart attack beautiful, fact. Okay. Oh, Harry Spear is just amazing. Congratulations, Prince Harry. We love you, Harry and Meghan. Okay, we ain't lying, for sure. Stunning. She is very stunning, gorgeous, and classy, and ages backward. Timeless, gorgeous. All right. So my last tweet, I came across it. It's a squatty. Okay. For those who just starting to follow me, the reason I start putting prayers at the end of my videos, it's because of the squads. When I started making videos, reading tweets, because some of you were asking, and I was posting tweets that were funny, and I just wanted to share them. And then some of you squaddies who's not on Twitter happened to stumble on one or two of my videos and said, post more tweet videos. Okay, so I started posting tweet videos, and occasionally I come across some of the squad who posted prayers. Then as I read the prayers, and I was like, oh, let me leave the prayers at the end for me to bless the video or whatever. Then I don't come across some of the prayers, and I was like, what happened? And it's because of that I got myself so used of putting the prayers at the end of the videos. When I don't see them, I start Googling prayers. Okay, and this is how prayers always come at the end of my videos. So now that I come across one of them, so it will be the prayer for this video. Okay, prayer for has Meg, Archie, Lily, Miss Doria. Lord, we are grateful for this day. Please protect, bless Harry, Megan, Archie, Lilibet, Diana, and Miss Doria and their supporters. Destroy all wicked plans against Harry, Megan, Archie, Lilibet, Diana, and Miss Doria. Destroy their enemies. Send all hate threat back to senders. Guide and deliver them from evil. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, she used this picture. I'm probably gonna use the other picture that I saw of Megan. Okay, with God we will gain the victory, and he will temple down our enemies. Psalm 60:12. Okay, there's this. Amen, amen, amen. All right, so that's it. Right now it's 6:41. I have another video to do. 1 2 3 4 5 6. It's 6 tweet, and it starts with that. I don't know if I'm or this one. Okay, so let me stop this video so I could start the next one. Okay, so that said, please take a moment to subscribe, like, and share. If you want to support this channel, there's a PayPal link and a Cash App link in the description. You could donate. Those who have donated, thank you. And let's do video number 2. Video number 1 might have part 1 and 2 with it because it's a bit long.
It is a great privilege to be with all of you today.
You know, we ask for forgiveness, and please come back.
As you saw me find the love and happiness that I'd hoped for all my life.